Good afternoon, students, and welcome to today's fun class. And today we are going to learn about idioms. Have you heard of idioms before? Do you know what they are? An idiom is a common phrase or expression in which the meaning of the whole sentence is different from the meaning of the individual words, or it's an expression that don't mean exactly what the word says, but they have a hidden meaning. Let me give you an example. An example of an idiom is a piece of cake. Now, we don't mean literally a piece of cake. What we mean by piece of cake is something that is very easy to do. When something that is very easy to do, we use the phrase a piece of cake. I studied all week long for my spelling test and I got 100%. It was a piece of cake. Let me give you some examples. The Hindi exam was a piece of cake. I will surely get full marks. I finished my exam 30 minutes early. It was a piece of cake. Today's math homework is a piece of cake. So in all these sentences, it shows that it was very easy. So when we want to show that something was very easy, we use the expression piece of cake. Now let's move on to another idiom, couch potato. You can see this potato sitting on the sofa. Another word for sofa is couch. Now what is the meaning of couch potato? Couch potato is referred to a person who is lazy, watch TV all day, doesn't do anything, just sit and does nothing, no physical activity, inactive person. We call that person as a couch potato. Let's see some examples. My mom always tells me not to be a couch potato but to go outside and play. Nowadays, with all the mobile games that you have, yes, and all your video games, we don't want to go out and play, but we just want to sit in the house and play all day long. He is a couch potato. He just lies around eating chips and watching TV all day long. People who are couch potatoes are not healthy. Why? Because they don't have any exercise. They are not active. If you want to be successful in life, stop being a couch potato. Okay, so couch potato is referred to a person who just sits and is not active, watching TV all day, doing nothing, just sitting. We call that person a couch potato. Raining cats and dogs. Now, raining cats and dogs doesn't mean that it is raining, that cats and dogs are actually raining. It means when we want to say that it is raining heavily, we use the idiom or the expression raining cats and dogs. Ashley rushes home because it's raining cats and dogs. The sky suddenly turned grey and it rained cats and dogs for 20 minutes. It's been raining cats and dogs for 2 days and now there's some flooding in the coastal areas. The cricket match is cancelled because it's raining cats and dogs. So when it is raining heavily, you can use the expression raining cats and dogs. Today I didn't go to school because it was raining cats and dogs. Ants in your pants. Now it doesn't mean that there are ants in your pants, but someone who is unable to sit still or remain calm, who's always moving, who's always doing something or the other, we refer to the person as having ants in his pants. The excited boy had ants in his pants the day before the big game. He couldn't sit still, he couldn't be calm. He just was so excited, he was just moving all around. Some examples. The children are always jumping out of their seats and running all around. They seem to have ants in their pants. Do you In class, you must have seen some students can't sit still. They have to keep moving, get up from their place, move around. I wonder if they have ants in their pants. She was very excited to be going to the party that night and had ants in her pants all day long. He has ants in his pants because he is worried about the test on Friday. So he's got a test on Friday. He's very worried. He can't sit still. He's always moving around doing something. Cry over spilt milk. Now, what does this idiom mean? It doesn't mean that you have spilt milk and you're crying. That is not what it means. The meaning of this idiom is to be unhappy about what cannot be undone. You've done something, now you can't undo this work and you are unhappy. Peter is crying over spilt milk, moping about losing yesterday's game. So Peter was playing maybe a football game and they lost and he's crying. Now, can you do anything about it? The game is over. No, you can't do anything about it. So you say he's crying over spilt milk. You can't do anything about that situation. I'm sorry you lost your mobile phone, but there's no use crying over spilt milk. You will have to buy a new one. You lost the phone. Now, can you do anything about it? You looked all over. You can't find it. Now, you can't cry about it. You have to get a new one. My mother always tells us not to cry over spilt milk since we can't change the past. Okay, what you have done, you can't undo it, so there's no point sitting and crying and feeling bad and sorry, and get up and do something else. I failed my test, but I am not going to cry over spilt milk. You didn't study for the test and you did very badly for the test. Now, can you sit and cry the whole day? Oh, I failed. Oh, I got bad marks. I didn't get good marks. There's no point sitting and crying because what is over is over. Now you can start studying and prepare for the next exam. So that's the expression, not to cry over spilt milk. Now, another idiom is it cost me an arm and a leg. What does that mean? When something costs a lot, when something is very expensive, we use the expression it cost an arm and a leg. For example, this dress is really nice, but it cost me an arm and a leg. It doesn't mean that I have to give my arm and leg for the dress. It means that it is very expensive. There are some excellent online offers on laptops that won't cost me an arm and a leg. So there are some excellent online discount for laptop and it won't be so expensive. A college education in USA costs an arm and a leg. That means it is expensive. As cool as a cucumber. What is as cool as a cucumber? As cool as a cucumber means to stay calm, composed, okay, very calm person, very relaxed person. You call that person as cool as a cucumber. I was petrified means I was very afraid to take the stage. I was afraid to go on stage, but Alice was as cool as a cucumber. She was not worried. She was so cool. I prepared for the test for weeks, so I wasn't nervous beforehand. I actually felt as cool as a cucumber. Why? Because you had already prepared for the exam. Now everyone can keep as cool as a cucumber in an emergency. Not everyone. Not everyone can be cool and relaxed and calm in any emergency situation. Jack could not finish his exam on time, but he looked cool as a cucumber. Jack didn't finish his paper, writing his paper on time, but he was relaxed, he had no tension. He was so cool and calm that you call him cool as a cucumber. Now let us see, there are some more. There are plenty of idioms and I'm just showing you some. All ears means listening carefully. Apple of my eye. We use the idiom for when someone is a favorite person. Say that person is the apple of my eye. Break a leg. Break a leg doesn't mean you break your leg. It means you're wishing good luck before any performance. Cat got your tongue. That doesn't mean a cat has got onto your tongue. When someone is very quiet, unusually quiet, you ask that person, cat's got your tongue. Okay, so these are some idioms that we use in our everyday life.